Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? This is Dex.
Queen Esther here, crowned it.
And this is another episode of Complicated Discord. Thank you for joining us yet again, everyone. Today we're joined by a couple of guests. We have Shawnette.
Hi, everybody. I'm Shawnette, originally from DC, but I'm here in Orlando, mother of 3 beautiful daughters. And I have one daughter who has a small business. If you guys want to follow her on Instagram, her name is Stratus Hayes. She is a photographer, so she's up and coming.
Her information will be down in the link. We're joined by Devon.
Hello, everybody. I'm Devon Hamilton. D Hamilton Technology is my appliance repair company. We service all small appliances, home appliances, and some commercial appliances. I also have Sweat Equity Inc., which is an adult and youth-based fitness organization. We're currently building a facility on Rockaway, Chauncey, and Bainbridge, and I'll take this time to plug my brother's storefront, Platinum CD Store, where all of our urban apparel, such as T-shirts like this. I like that. We sell at the storefront, jeans and hats and whatever else you need. Just stop by and we'll be able to take care of you.
Right on.
And we have Jacobi.
Mr. Jones.
Hi. I'm Jacobi Jones. I don't have any businesses for y'all to follow, but you can follow me on social media at Instagram, which is at that Jacobi Jones, ThatJacobiJones.
Hey, you can't even say that because technically you are your own business.
That's right. That's true. Good point. So invest in me, Dex. How about that?
So with that being said, we're gonna jump right into it. Our first topic, is going to be broke, lazy men, and how we fell into that is kind of a joke on its own. I don't know if most of you remember our first couple of episodes. We did one on Black Lives Matter, and I was telling Shawnette about it. I said, "Yeah, our first episode is about BLM." And like clockwork, without skipping the beat, she says, "What, broke, lazy men?" And I was like, shit.
I'm sorry. I'm a mom of 3 daughters. You know, I'm always looking out for them. So in my mind, I was not even thinking about Black Lives Matter because I know they matter. So I was just thinking like, oh, damn, yeah, we need to do something like that. Broke, lazy ass men. So,
so of course, I could not have this episode without having Shawnette here.
Thank you for coming.
So let's jump right into it. Since you said broke, lazy man, in your definition, what is a broke, lazy man?
A broke, lazy man is a man that just literally feeds off of either the female they're with, the friends that they associate with. Like they have no drive, they have no ambition. They're just like parasites. They're looking for something to leech on and gain their success from that. I guess if you even want to call it success, but that's kind of where maybe their mind frame started at home. And I say this only because being a mother of 3 daughters, and I have 2 godsons and 1 grandson, we tend to raise our women as leaders and as to be independent, whereas men are kind of raised to, you're the leader of the house. But in school, if you ever notice, girls are like, you're the leader of the line. You pass out the pencils in the classroom. You give out, you know what I'm saying? You kind of set the tone as parents for that. So I think it starts there where men are kind of coddled and women are not. You're groomed to be an independent woman. You're strong. You support your man. You take care of the family. But I just see it more and more now where men are just depending on a strong woman, and it's not right. And I guess because I have children that are in their 20s, and I see that more and more now, and it's just I don't like it.
Let me say one thing to that. Instagram models. They're the epitome of broke, lazy bitches that just want money from people.
I understand that too.
That's a hard job. That's right. What are you talking about? Being an Instagram model is very, very hard. What are you saying? You gotta post a lot of pictures. You gotta set up the background. You gotta get the lighting right. A lot of stuff you gotta do.
You gotta pay for them lights.
Or you got to get somebody to pay for them lights for you.
See?
Okay, I feel attacked. For one. Okay. Because the way you described it, I mean, you like the mentality behind the broke lazy man, but really it's just a broke lazy person because everything you said a woman can be too. So, but what you said about the women the hand out the pencils in class and they're taught to, be subservient in a way to just men in general is true. But I don't think men are coddled. I don't really think it's from the family. I think it's from society because your mama can teach you whatever she want to teach you, but you're going to go out into the world and see what's going on. You know what I mean? So I really think our society has destroyed the concept of just independence.
So what about leaving high school with the mentality of girls do everything for you? So being on the football team as a quarterback or a starting player, girls are throwing themselves at you. So you kind of grow up with that mentality of women are throwing themselves at you. So let me just.
But I will say this. To agree with you as a gay man, right? To agree with you, even as a gay man, growing up with a ton surrounded by female friends, they did the same thing to me. And I would just be like, no, you don't got to, we homies. You don't got to do my nails and show me how to do them. You know what I mean? But that whole concept, it can be ingrained.
Listen, but you know what? At the end of the day, I mean, who can you really blame? If y'all are throwing yourselves at us, who am I to sit down and say, no, I'm not going to take this?
You can say no.
I don't know if these chances will come up again.
You can say no.
How many niggas will is the question.
Esther, please speak on this. Okay, they can say no, right?
With that, what you're saying, Dax, it goes, I'm going to take it all the way back. You started off with the parents. One, there's that, how your parent is teaching you to be in society. Number two, it's the individual, because I've never wanted to be there and take care of an individual. Whoa, don't you start. Don't you start.
Because I was going to start naming names and shit.
No. Let her talk.
I got a Rolodex, Dex. I got a Rolodex.
Oh, Jones, I don't like you either.
There's nothing wrong with a woman taking care of a man. I think that is what most women feel that they need to do in their relationship.
No, I don't think that women.
It's an internal thing where women feel that they need to be nurturing and taking care of things. A lot of the I guess the responsibilities and what's the word I'm looking for? The roles that were played in the household has been changed over the last 20 years. Even my nieces, my nephews, I look at them, a lot of them don't have basic skills that we would expect a man to have. A lot of them don't know how to change a flat, which is something very, very simple to do. A lot of them don't know how to hang a picture, which their girlfriends want them to do, or a TV. So the skills that these young men are supposed to have, their grandfathers, their fathers, their uncles weren't there to teach them. A lot of the American men, even some of my friends that I have, a lot of them know how to play football and basketball and baseball because they learned it in school. And it was something fun to do. But some of their fathers were incarcerated back in the Caribbean. Their mothers were raising them. Who are supposed to teach these men how to be men?
Yeah. You're very, very right, Devon, seriously. But it goes back to one. And I was going to say gender roles is what you was trying to say.
Gender roles.
Gender roles should not be skewed to begin with. It starts off in the household. And it also starts off with just the individual. A lot of people do not have drive from birth. And there's nobody there to help ingrain it within them. The way I was raised, it was to be self-sufficient and be able to do things around the house. I was my mother's son. You understand what I'm saying? I could do things. I could fix flats. I can carry the groceries home from school. But it's the fact that people want to be taken care of.
Work ethic is taught. Work ethic is not something that you just have.
And everything.
Speak on this, sister. She got to say, let her say something. I want to hear this.
I want to say, so in today's society, the young men,
people in general, I wouldn't just say the young men.
They look at this lifestyle. I mean, it's older men too, but more so less younger men. They look at this lifestyle as being a rapper, being in the public eye, like, I got this. So they sit back, don't work, they don't do shit. They depend on their girlfriends, they depend on their families to take care of them because they're saying, oh, this is my dream. This is what I want to do. But to fulfill your dream, you still have to work. You still have to be able to supply yourself with the things that you need. I have a ex-coworker. His nephew had a full ride to like a top, one of those top colleges, full scholarship. He dropped out of college because he wanted to be a rapper. A rapper. He's never wrote a poem. His family was like, I ain't never seen him write. We never heard nothing from him. But now he want to be a rapper. So he, in my eyes, going to fall into that bucket of being a broke, lazy guy because he's not going to have a job. He's going to be telling the young lady or man that he chooses to be with, whoever he decides to be with, this is my dream. This is what I want to do. And I can't go to work because this is my work. I get that's your work, but you should work too.
I mean, he must have
wrong with that.
He must spit that fire though for us.
But what's wrong with working and doing,
that's the thing. That's
my point about being broke and lazy.
Listen, the term broke and lazy is all about perception. I perceive broke and lazy in a way. Example, I would call myself a broke, lazy man. Why? Hold on. Let me square this away.
Why? I was mad at him when he said it too. Like,
hold on, wait. Let me finish. Because financially, I am not where I want to be, and even if I had $300,000 in the bank, that is not where I want to be. So I would technically consider myself broke in financial means. I consider myself lazy because I grind. Don't get me wrong, but let's be honest. I could grind. I could grind harder. I have my days where I just don't feel like doing shit.
But you have children and you provide for them and take care of them, right?
That doesn't matter. The point is, I only grind so much. It's all about perception. You understand? I feel like I'm broke and lazy some days. Other days, I'm like, damn, I work my ass off. But again, it's all a matter of perception.
But they don't. The younger generation doesn't have to work that hard.
They really don't.
They have social media. A lot of them are getting sponsored. A lot of them are doing vlogs like how we're doing it right now. A lot of them have lit Instagrams where they're getting clothing and they're getting exercise equipment and they're getting everything, camera equipment, PlayStations. They're getting everything they need providing a service, which is entertainment.
In the sense of like, they don't have to walk 40 miles to get to school every morning like our great grandparents did.
Yeah,
they don't work as hard.
Go to the library.
But hard work can also be a perspective. You know what I mean? Like I have friends, and even when I was younger, who do like, the typical like dream of like, oh, I want to be a movie star or a model or actor. And when they say stuff like it's hard work, that's hard work too. I mean, hard work into the realm of like exhausting on the body. You know what I mean? Like being somewhere on a movie set for 16 hours or 18 hours for a whole day can exhaust you physically. It's not hard like you at a coal mine or you at some steel mill or you walking 40 miles to school, but it's perspective. Like, so I think the people this day and age, the kids work hard, but it's just smarter.
I guess with the time, since times and technology changed, the definition of hard work also evolved. Everyone has a $3 million supercomputer in their pocket at all time.
You can't take away the man hours that one person puts in to be able to accomplish something. There's Uncle Colin. He had told me this. He said to master something, you need to put 10,000 hours in. So regardless of what you're trying to be a master at, you got to put in those man hours to master that trade or that skill. So I'm not taking anything away from the younger generation, but the amount of convenience they have with that $3 million computer that Trey says we have in our pocket, it is the truth. We don't have to do that much. We can hit an app and we can get a handyman to come in and put up a TV mount for our girlfriends. We don't necessarily have to do it ourselves.
Convenience is, you're right about that.
Yeah, everything's convenience, and that's true.
Then I think you got to worry about
everybody else. I'm mad as hell. I didn't have a smartphone in the 80s.
And you worry about that. The girlfriend, you can't hit a button to have a handyman come over. Now you got to worry about your girlfriend hitting another app and having somebody come over and hang up her TV.
Yeah, service.
Okay, But what about, and I know we're going to change and talk about something else, but I just want to ask, so what about like men that are at home? So I'm 45. So what about
if
like,
you got a man at home doing nothing, girl, that's your fault.
I don't have a man. I'm not dating. I'm not with
No,
anybody.
not you. I'm just saying the woman listening, whatever you about to say, if that's their fault.
So what I was about to say was, so what about just like men in general? Like they're at home, they got a minimum wage job, they ain't really striving to do nothing, but they got this woman at home that's like, oh baby, don't worry about it, I'll take care of you. Like,
with that?
I got it, I can do it. I can do it. I know how to, like me.
She's allowed.
I know how to
exactly.
Yes.
Like me.
She's fine with it, then
Yeah, if she's okay with it.
But like me, I know how to change my tire, change the brakes on my car, do a tune-up. I can move furniture from my house. I can do pretty much everything a guy can do. And I've had guys tell me I don't feel needed. But does that mean for you to be lazy? Because there are a lot of guys that kind of use that.
That means he needs a hobby.
You know,
and not video games because your girlfriend is going to get mad at that too.
Well, there's a thing too with that whole video game thing. I love to play video. No, you think you're gonna like touch me? No, you gotta play video games. It's called scheduling. You get what I'm saying? Choose a day that you have off. If that is your hobby and that's what you want to do, there's a guy that lives close by. He plays video games all day. He also gets paid for it because he's sponsored. You understand what I'm saying? Then there's individuals who want to play video games all day and don't get anything done around the house. That's a person who lacks drive. That would you touch my spirit with that.
Mr. Sounds triggered.
Okay,
no. I agree with you, Esther. I agree. Because if you're at home playing GTA, if you're at home playing
I started switching. This is a sensitive subject.
No, but it's just like, no, because
you know what? Here,
when an individual has a lack of drive, but it's blamed on, and that's another thing. A woman who's at home with a man or anyone, their partner who is showing no movement, they're accepting it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and both parties are to blame because you should come together and drive each other to do stuff. So if you just letting your man sit on the couch and do nothing, some people are okay with this. Some people are okay with you know what, you piece of shit, stay right there. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you said that. Hold on. I am glad you said that because you know what? Since we got a few extra seconds, I'm going to bring something up. We're talking about broke, lazy men. We're going to talk about broke, lazy people.
Okay.
Because there's a young lady on Instagram. I'm not going to put it up there. I'm not going to throw her name out. You know, I ain't going to throw her under the bus. What?
Why not?
Because I do not want them headaches later on in life.
This is a smart man.
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna quote it. My nails / feet are $90. Eyebrows are $12. Rent is $1,674. Utilities $180. Other needs, insurance, phone, food, and transportation average at $590. If you're in a relationship with me, you're paying for all of it. Period. Me and my bills are a package deal.
No problem.
She's delusional. She's
She also doesn't want to work for herself, but she's telling you that at the door. You understand? She has maintenance fees.
Let me give you a little background on this. Now, the reason I bring this story up, is
a whole lunch is a list of things that she could.
Hold on, listen. I bring this up because a friend of mine had tagged me in this post on his Facebook because he knew I was going to entertain him for some reason, which is exactly what I did. I made a comment, and of course, a bunch of women started flocking to me. Mind you, when I made the comment, I didn't see that the girl was a bigger girl. It was the first comment was, "Oh, so she don't deserve all that because she's big." I'm like, it don't matter if she's big. I didn't know she was big. She's asking for too much. And then the next thing that came to me was, "Oh, so women can't have their status." And of course, it became a gender thing because that's apparently what everything means.
You're different gender.
So I had to kind of put it in perspective. I said, okay, it's kind of like if I went on Tinder or if I went anywhere and I said, "Hey, look, I want a girl that gives me head the minute I walk in the door. I want sex on demand and 3 meals a day. Plus, I want to have the freedom to sleep with anyone that I want to, whenever I want to. And you can't tell me shit about it." Is that okay? She said, no, that's trifling. I said, no, that's standards.
Right, Dax. You are so right. Because it's just like the whole pimp and hoe mentality. Like, if a dude is fucking all these girls, he's a pimp and he's a player and he's like this and he's a Mac.
Absolutely.
And if a girl is fucking all these dudes, she's a slutty, trampy, dirty, whatever, right? And it's like the concept of like, well, I got this dream. And I do believe, because trust me, I have a dream in my head for a man I'm going to get like that. But I believe that it's just not fair that like she can have this delusion in her head that, or dream and fantasy and desire, and maybe she can manifest it that this is what I want, and it all is like someone else doing it for her, and he's like, this is what I want, and it's all her doing it for him, and it's a double standard of like, I'm some piece of shit now because I want this, and bitch, you got it going on because you want that. It's not fair.
Here's my thing though, and this is why it bothered me, because like as soon as I made my comment, everyone made it into a gender thing. Now it became, so you're trying to shame her because she's fat, or you're shaming her because of what she wants. It don't got shit to do with shame. What are you doing to deserve any of this?
Right.
If you can't pay your bills, why am I taking care of you?
That's the thing. You don't know.
You got that whap
behind doors to deserve all of that. You really don't know. She might be doing everything under the sun to this guy to make him be like, you know what? I'm comfortable with paying for all.
Well, then she should have attached her resume with that.
I'm about to say, then she should say, in return,
then that needs.
This is what I'm giving. Like, I mean, if you're doing a resume about what you need. Put out there what you giving. Then that needs to be a day one. Then I mean, when I say, hey, let's go out to dinner, you need to say, well, let me give you a blowjob first so you can see what I'm bringing to the table. Okay, no. But the thing is, if I'm paying for day one, then I want day one exclusives. If I pay for cable, I get all my channels right away, right? I understand that, but some men just automatically pay. So what about a woman like me? I go out with you. I have my purse. I got my card. I'm willing to pay, but you say, no, I got it. So no, the first date is always no. See, then that's a choice. First date is always on the guy to do that. You didn't tell me that was a requirement. Damn, I'm getting you out. So I don't know how that works. First date is always like, you got your half, and then before I take you out, would that be a choice anymore? I guess it's that should be established. It's either on the phone, in the first phone conversation that should be established, or in your online profile. And on the first date, I pay for shit because I'm expecting a blowjob at the end of the night. And if you choose swipe left or swipe right. And if you choose it, then that's your choice. That's my point. I thought this was a family channel.
First off, say I'm an old school guy, so I got like old school ways of thinking. If I'm paying for rent and utilities and all other type of stuff inside of the house, I might have an office in the house when you come back with computers and laptops. I might be doing t-shirt printing out of one of your rooms, but you can't get mad at me because I'm paying all of the bills in this house. And when you come back and me and my friends are drinking and smoking up in your house, you can't get mad because I'm paying all the bills. In this house, I move in a couple of dogs, a couple of pit bulls. But you're right. You are right. Because I'm paying all of the bills in this house. You're right. Go ahead, Esther.
I agree.
I agree. Feel all of this will be resolved if a conversation, as you stated, was had at the beginning, and if everybody would put their standards on the table. Like, I need XYZ, I want XYZ. Then everything will be cool. In addition, that whole pit bull moving in, you having your boys and all this. You know what I'm saying? At any hour and time, if we could have a conversation and we could set up a time for this, not my quiet time, we could be cool.
Let's see. That's sensitive, because if he's paying, you're like, why do I have to schedule shit in a place where I'm paying for?
I'm paying for it.
I forgot about
like so. But granted, like it's rough because if your name's on the lease and then you are the one paying for everything, that becomes a complicated discourse.
I like that plug right there, Jacobi. I like it.
As you can see, I'm thinking through my mentality because, like, in my head, I know that I put my money down. That's me.
Again, I feel like Esther's triggered, so I'm not going to pull any receipts.
But I get it because when you are calling the shots, you feel like it doesn't matter what you're doing. And some people look at it this way because men look at it this way. It doesn't matter that your name is on it. It doesn't matter that you're cooking meals or whatever. If my name is on this shit, I get to do what I want. I get to run it. I get to make the decision.
Then you should be by yourself. Then you should be by yourself, because after that you're in a relationship, which means that two people have to compromise. That means you should be paying all them bills for yourself.
And you know what?
I would like it if it was a 50-50 situation in most scenarios, but my life experience has shown me that it's never 50-50. Somebody's always biting off a bigger chunk of the pie. Somebody's always left with a bigger portion of
making more money, spending more money, something.
And then you just have to be comfortable with that and pick your battles, pick your fights, because you're gonna fight over everything if you allow yourself to. If you don't, and you know what to leave alone and what to pick at, then you'll be fine. You know, you just gotta.
It's not gonna be good.
You know what? Since we're talking about money and fighting, let's move on to the next topic. Dr. Dre's estranged wife. They're getting a divorce, and she is asking for $2 million a month alimony plus some. So she's asking for $2 million a month plus, I think, actually like $3 million for legal fees, and she wants all of this retroactive from like September 1st.
Yeah, give it to her.
Yep. Hey, give it all, bitch. I love it.
No,
she gets every respect. I hope she gets every dime.
First of all,
because I'm trying to marry rich. So I'm with the shit. You know what I mean? I need me a man on hospice, just with a checkbook waiting to drop, because I think I applaud this. I applaud this.
Listen, my thing is, and me personally, I don't agree with alimony. I feel like when we were married, then yes, I will take care of you, and that's all good. I feel like if say I came down to Belize and you're living in Belize, and I say, hey, move to America, I got you, and I move you there, then yes, it's my responsibility. But as hold on,
that's not what happened, though.
But as far as I am concerned, I shouldn't owe you shit after we get a divorce, because you know what I can't.
Disagree.
Because you know what I cannot do after we get a divorce? Walk in the house and stick my dick in you whenever I feel like it.
Okay, but let me say this.
Well, you had that opportunity while we were together, Dex.
And you had the opportunity to spend that money while we were together.
But let me say this.
No, that's not how it works. Because this is the thing. It's just like in Waiting to Exhale, right? If I have like changed, if we got together and you had this much, and then while we were together, you created all of this, then all of that is mine too, to right there in the middle.
I agree.
My life changed. I had to hold myself back in certain ways. Maybe you didn't want me to. Maybe you encouraged me to. You never know. But he became a billionaire while they have been together for all these years. Like, I think she deserves
$500 million.
Not
everything.
No.
I'm gonna say
hell no.
How many times have you been divorced, Dex? Because this feels sensitive for you.
I'm gonna say this. When you got married to that person, when y'all married, you had your vows, you said whatever you said. However, when you decided to get a divorce, first of all, you need to look at the reason of why you're getting a divorce. That's the first thing.
What is their reason?
You know,
why are they divorcing?
There's a lot of conjecture and different stories. It's a lot of he said, she said. I don't necessarily know. Allegedly, I guess she feels he was verbally and mentally abusive. But again, I don't know.
He beat up that one chick that used to make that one. Remember, it was this one
really high pitched voice.
Yeah. Then she claimed that stuff.
Mr. Lay, yeah.
Yeah. But she claimed he was abusing her, right?
This is my thing. She did. Go ahead, say what you're going to say, Dex, but I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking.
First of all, were they married? Can I get that one?
I think it's 20-something years. Hold on.
Yeah, 20-something years.
Yeah.
Listen,
that bothers me. Bothers me. After 20-something years of dealing with it, now you want to separate?
Yeah.
Listen,
I agree with you on that.
Well, I mean, what that is smart, because in most states, you have to stay married for a certain amount of time in order to get a certain amount of shit. So she was just probably taking them with her.
Yes. You're right. You know what I mean? You're right.
I mean, can't hate the hustle. He hustled the world, and she hustled him. I mean,
however, in the thing that I saw, it says, I'm not there. I'm not a part of their marriage. It just says that she was an integral part of his success. Meaning she gave him the name for Aftermath Records. So if I gave you that name, then I'm entitled to some type of
exactly.
royalties off of that.
Break off, right?
I don't think that maybe $2 million a month is too much, but she's entitled to something.
It's not enough. She needs
Jacobi, I feel like you were talking from a bias, is what it is to me.
Now,
I feel attacked.
You biased.
Listen, everything.
Here's my thing. Listen. Here's my.
But you know, okay. One real quick thing. I saw something online that gave a breakdown of. She had a breakdown of like
that too, yeah.
why she needed that much, and I admit, a lot of it was like, a lot of it looked like she was like, I'm in this lifestyle now that has been created from all this money that you have, and I'm not leaving this lifestyle just because we're not gonna be together no more. So this, like, it was like $10,000 a month in laundry fees, but that is the delusion of I get my panties dry clean kind of thing. You know what I mean? Versus like, you know, for real. You know what I mean? And for real, you know what I mean? Like, you can send your underwear to go get dry cleaned. They're like $100 and $200 a pair of underwear. But that is unnecessary. But that's the lifestyle that he has created for her. And she ain't letting it go just because this ain't worked out. I support this woman. I hope she bankrupts his ass.
Jesus.
I hope that. I don't hope that at all.
Jesus.
I don't hope that.
I don't hope that she bankrupted him, but I think she deserves her fair. She deserves her fair part in the whole ordeal. Only because I am a divorced female. I didn't ask for anything because, I mean, technically there was nothing for me to ask for. But if there was, I would have asked for what I was entitled to, because
what was fair.
An entitlement, maybe like you just said, what's fair, not necessarily an entitlement, because you have given. What on both sides? So you're giving me your life. I'm giving you my life. We are now connected. So when you go bankrupt, guess what? That shit go on me, and vice versa. When you get bad credit, I get bad credit. So even when you divorce, I know when the shit goes to the fan and you go somewhere to get a bank account and your spouse has done some dumb shit, it falls back on you. So if I can get my change, my coins, I'm going to get it when I get a divorce. Maybe I'm reaching too high and I'll come somewhere in the middle. But I think it's fair. If she has given her part in the marriage, then she deserves something.
I feel like, where were you when I was making all these beats and signing all these artists? If you didn't, who
hurt you? Who hurt you, Dex? Somebody hurt you.
Listen. That's just me. I believe in child support. I just don't believe in alimony. In my personal opinion, I feel like once I don't have certain privileges anymore, neither should you. I don't have the privilege. What's up?
There should be a statute of limitations on it.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Okay, wait. You said certain privileges, like if you mean like
the marriage.
Listen. I don't know if you have noticed, but
marriage. If they were married for 26 years, give her 13 years of alimony.
Listen, I believe that's what it is. I think it's about half the time. And in fact, what some judges will do is they'll say something like, since you don't have the means, this person is going to support you until you can get yourself into a better place.
And then it reduces.
In fact, some will go as far as saying, he will pay for you until you can get at least half of what you would have gotten if you would have stayed with him. And I can understand that. But from my understanding, he offered her a specific amount of money. I don't remember exactly how much it is.
Maybe she should have just.
And she was just like, no, I want $2 million a month.
I offered it $2. But compared to what she really wants.
Consideration. This woman is probably scorned from something. And you know when you scorn a woman, bro, you get whatever it is that she's going to give you.
And he's put his paws on.
At the end of the day, too, she probably know every little dirty secret of his. He needs to just pay her and shut up.
That's right. I mean, because if he doesn't, she's going to write a book.
Jacobi?
She's going to do get her money some kind of way.
Jacobi? Fuck you, you made a damn good point. I never thought about that. It's a few things that I don't want getting out there after this. Like, you know what?
Right.
You want $3 million? I'll give you $3 million. You know what? We're gonna keep
sign that check. Otherwise she will make your life a living hell.
What is the
what people are not
is that he's to keep their mouth shut?
NDA, non-disclosure.
Yeah, that's what she gotta sign.
But that's
I believe she should.
That'd be smart. Give her the money and sign this.
But it's not even just about that. If people are forgetting that he's now a billionaire because he sold over his beats to Apple. Cool. While I have been with you, this has been done. That's one thing. She gave you the name for the name of your record company. He has already had a prehistoric, domestic violence. You understand what I'm saying? She made the statement that he was mentally abusive, and I don't put it far-fetched from her. You understand what I'm saying? So dealing with somebody for this extensive period of time, and you've become accustomed to this level of lifestyle, along with
you
the
know what?
Perhaps she's
accustomed to that. But you know what? I don't like that mentally abusive thing, because the cartoon Tom and Jerry is mentally abusive. You know what I mean? Like you could like anything. Like that's just vague. You know what I mean? Like she needs to be, because mental abuse is just, I mean, it's real. We've all been mentally abused in some way, fashion, or form. But she needs to be more specific, because that's just a vague way of just being like, you hurt me, pay me.
Here's my thing. No one is talking about if she mentally abused him back. Because you know what women like to say,
but he ain't complaining about that. He not complaining about that, so it don't matter.
Listen, it don't matter.
Who hurt you, Dax? Down. Who hurt you?
That's something that's not addressed at all, there, Troy. How much mental abuse men go through in a relationship.
Absolutely.
It's never really addressed.
You're right. I mean, I don't know what guys go through, but I can imagine.
You know what we go through? We go through the fear of leaving our cell phones anywhere when we're not around.
Child, this is 6 to 10.
Oh, why are you trying to start something? Why are you trying to make it?
Your cell phone.
Why are you trying to start something?
Your cell phone. If I decide to pick it up, like there should be nothing in there to pick it up.
Why are you picking up somebody else's belongings for in the first place? That don't belong to you.
I'm just saying. Like, so
that's like picking up.
No.
Don't pick it up.
Here's a scenario. We're in the house. I don't know where my phone is. I see your phone.
That's your problem.
I have asked you, where is my phone? Have you seen my phone? You're watching the football game. You're watching basketball. You're like, I don't know. I have no idea.
Find my iPhone, find my Samsung. They have for these things.
Okay, but everybody don't know that. I didn't know that. So at any rate, when you don't know that and you're saying, oh babe, let me get your phone. You grab it and you come, but why is there something in your phone that you should be hiding from me?
There's always something.
What if I was a big drug dealer and I wanted to keep you out of it so you couldn't testify against me?
There you go. That's something.
Why you create shit so you right?
Why are people in relationships to begin with? That's the only thing that's irritating me. I'm like, there's a lack of trust in these relationships. You're hiding things from people. What's the reason of being in a relationship?
I think
if I'm fucking with somebody,
you want to look through somebody's phone.
I didn't say look through. I don't think I didn't say that someone's privacy should be invaded, but I also feel like, why is there something to be so private that you can share with your partner?
Because it's a private thing.
No relationship will last.
I'm taking private pictures of myself that I don't want you to see.
That's your
if you don't trust someone, then you should. If you do not trust the individual, you should not be with them. No relationship.
Hold on.
On your phone. That's why you have facial recognition. That's why you have fingerprints.
Hold on.
So that you don't
have facial recognition and fingerprints.
I need to know myself.
Hang on.
Your wife needs to pick your phone up and look at something.
Let me put this in perspective for you. There are certain things that no man wants his wife to know or his girlfriend. For example, what kind of porn you're into. Sometimes you just don't want her to know you're looking up into.
Let her know. Maybe that bitch will be swinging from a chandelier later on that night.
Know what you're into.
No, like I mean,
what kind of relationships hold up? What kind of relationships do y'all want to see?
You should watch porn together. You should let each other. She could be that bitch. See, in a Fox suit, do whatever you want her to do.
Hold on, but I don't know how free. What if I'm into some shit that's just so weird and so out there? I'm like, yo, if I tell her,
if you don't want to share that part of yourself,
I don't need her to know about this. Sometimes certain things,
share that part of yourself with your partner.
Everyone has their secrets, and everyone is entitled to their own privacy.
I believe so.
I understand that. Some things are just you. You want to keep that to yourself. I get it.
Damn that.
That's the why you looking like that. Like you like people not supposed to have like personal things.
I'm gonna say I don't share everything. But the things that
I don't want to know what your dildo looks like if you have one.
That's a little different. That's a little different.
What if you want to
hid it away in a closet under a bed? I want it someplace where I can't find in a safe. Put the dildo in a safe.
Right.
But that's when you on vacation. That's the one thing. If she has a dildo, that's when you're not around to dildo her yourself. Okay. But if y'all are there together and you watching some freaky porn and you need to put that shit on the hard drive and put it under the bed somewhere, so when she's gone, you can pull that bitch out. Okay. That's different. But if you keeping shit on your phone, that is a whole other thing.
I don't know if any of y'all seen this. There was a thing a couple of months back where this guy found his girlfriend's dildo. It was a white guy, an average for white guy, and he posted it. He's like the he found for her was a black man dildo. King Kong dildo. Sometimes you don't want your significant other to
you don't want to see that.
You know what that does? You know what that does to someone's self-esteem? There's no coming back from that.
But all it is a phone.
This has happened to me, so I have nothing to say.
I don't like that.
I need to like this call.
I have nothing to say. I have been that woman, and he found some things. I'm just like, well, I mean, everybody's different. You just don't, I'm sorry.
This is my end all be all.
I still love you, but you don't reach that spot, motherfucker. So, so I'm out. I'm out of this one.
But what?
Reason why my face looks like the. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
The reason why my face looked the way it looks because I want to understand what is a person's definition of the word relationship and why do you want to be in a relationship? You should just be single and interact with people as you meet them along the way. Polyamory, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
So
you get what I'm
saying? I have like my personal things.
I'm not saying that you can't have your privacy, but like if you have a partner, for me, I should be like one with my partner. You should know my ins, my outs, my ups and downs, what I like, what I don't. And if you know, because if you're hiding something from your partner, that's what it is. You're hiding. If I like,
maybe it's not hiding.
If you like anal,
but you know what though? What you're saying, Esther, and what you're saying, that's just a point. That's just a matter of communication because you can find a woman who really agrees with you on like, yeah, baby, certain shit. Certain shit we need to like not tell each other. Certain shit you need to keep over there. I'm gonna keep over here. And you can find you a man who is just like, no, we are together. We are one. I want to know everything. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's just have to communicate that.
Yeah, definitely.
You can find it.
When people are in relationships where they feel like they need to hide, people do need their privacy. But it's just like if you have a kinky, freaky thing about you that you like. As if I'm your partner, why I can't know about that? Maybe I might want to, pleasure you in that way for you.
What about past trauma? What about if you write a journal in your phone about your feelings that you don't want people to see?
I completely understand that. I've had a diary or two open.
You should email it to yourself so that she don't get a hold of it. That's what you
should. Email address too. What does nigga email it to himself? Let me see.
True that too.
Then we're reaching to insecurities now. That's an individual who's insecure.
Here's what we're going to do. Esther, I want you to keep that same energy for this next topic we're about to touch. Since we're talking, y'all making these segues seamless, we're going to talk about body count. Because everybody seems to want to know someone else's body count. Esther, we don't have any secrets, right?
That's dangerous.
Ask you, would you tell him your body count since we don't got no secrets? No secret. So you would tell.
You're sharing that?
I'm part of my body count. I don't care.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
Well, I'm going to just say this. What I did in my past is in my past.
Oh, hell no. Oh, see.
I'm co-signing Jacobi. Hell no.
You know what? Okay, I'm going to give y'all this, right? I remember my next door neighbor a long time ago, she was a Hispanic girl. She had a kid. I remember he was like maybe like 4 or 5 or so. He was like 5 or 6. He was in school. And he had a crush on this girl. Little kitty shit. But I remember he had came home mad one day. And I was like, what's wrong? He heartbroken. And he said that he saw the girl kiss this other boy on the cheek. And now he can never be with her because she's been with someone because she kissed somebody else. And I knew this was too much for him at the moment, but I sat him down and I was just like, look, little essay. Everybody has been with somebody else before they gonna be with you. So you can still go like her, but you know what I mean? She gonna kiss somebody or whatever somebody, but so you can't like what's in your past is in your past, but you should still share it.
I don't believe that body.
I think you should. I think that's because that's for me. Not telling someone something is equivalent to lying. I mean, keeping something from someone is a form of dishonesty.
I want to know, Jacobi, what do you gain? What do you gain personally?
I think the relationship gains deeper trust.
No,
keeping something from someone
it doesn't bring
is a form
trust.
of dishonesty.
It doesn't bring about it doesn't bring more trust. It doesn't bring more dishonesty.
I think it does. For me, it would. And I mean, and then it's kinky. Like, I kind of want to hear about what you used to do.
Jacobi.
Okay, so you just want to be nosy. And I think you just want to be nosy. But Jacobi, I don't think it serves a purpose, because what I did in my past, maybe I did what I did in my past for a plethora of reasons, and that is behind me. So now what I do is what I do. I'm with you, and that's all that matters. Like, it doesn't matter what I did before. What matters is the here and right now. We're together, and that's it.
Now,
there's some kids out there that you don't know about, or some kids you haven't told me about.
Because see, it's like, what if you if you just put everything out there on the table, it's easier to just have that out there versus you at a restaurant one day and you see somebody look, just some analogy, it's just easier in my perspective, my personal feelings, to just be like, look, this is what I've done. This is what I've been like. This is what I've been through. This is what I've swung from.
So do you have a picture of every person in your past right now to show the person that you're with? Like, this is who I did. This is what I did. You just said.
How did I have data like that?
But no, what I'm saying is, you just said if you were out at dinner and you saw somebody and you kind of had that awkward moment, and
it would be easier to be like, "Hey, babe, look, that's him right there.
That's him. Who? Like that's
horse.
That's the other one.
Hey, that's him. That's number 75 on the list.
right.
Let's get to the number, though, Dexter. Let's get to the number. What is a high number?
More importantly, hold on a second. What a high number affected? Because imagine this. Imagine you met someone 6-7 months ago. Y'all been dating for a while. You really like that person, right? And then you ask that question, and the person's like, let me do some math. 365 days last year, right? Okay, yes. So let's start off with that right there. 365 last year alone. Then how would you feel? That would you would tell that person, like Kevin Hart said, go in the kitchen, grab your cup, write your name on it. That's your cup from now on. Nobody's drinking from that cup but you. You wouldn't even want to talk to that person anymore. That would horrify and disgust you.
If it was
you could possibly be missing out on an opportunity in your life. Like, this could be your life partner. This could be your soulmate. You have no idea, just because they did something in their
175. Wait. You think 75 is a lot?
But that's what I'm saying. 120, 345. What is a high number now?
75.
I said 120. I said 100 something last year alone. What if you're knocking out 2 a day for the year?
No. Jacobi said 75 is a lot. So that's what I'm saying. I'm stuck on the number 75.
Exactly. You see, that's a high number for her.
Well, that's the thing. It's a person's preference.
Everybody have their talents.
Virtuous woman. But maybe people want a virtuous person, or maybe you want, the stripper.
Listen,
it depends on the preference. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on what you want.
Listen, I feel like your number is something like that. That's along the lines of, am I the biggest you've ever had? I don't want to know that shit, because if you tell me no, I might kill myself. Like, that's it. I'm that real done. I can't do it anymore. I want a divorce. Like, that's it. We're done. I just can't.
I don't think the number matters.
Because imagine because you know what hurts even more than not being the biggest, being the smallest. Now, you're not the biggest. I've had about 4 or 5 bigger than you, bro. You can't take that back. Just like how many girls you been with? 74. You well, it was nice knowing you. It was. Right. I want a divorce.
How do you feel about yourself when that person tells you in quote, okay, so I've slept with like 80 women. Okay, so where do I fall in? Now you're
81. What you talking about?
Your relationship is always based on, where do I fall in? Where do I fit in? am I ever going to replace that first one? Am I ever going to be in the top 5? Like, that's stressful on your relationship. So for me, I don't need to know. I don't want to know. And I really like what you did.
Okay, I respect that.
Is what you did.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. That's cool.
Oh, that's great. But I just, in general, I would like to know what body count means for people. Because, like, it depends. Like I said, it's an individual choice, what they're looking for. You understand what I'm saying? It's 20, 30, 40. It's the person. Like, not for me, but I'm saying for me, that I wanted to say this. 20 is too much. That's it, because I'm probably looking for a virtuous individual who has no experience. Because people seem to
and ain't gonna fuck the shit out of you ever a day in your life either.
Word, no experience whatsoever.
Tell them how you feel, Jacobi.
I mean, that's cool too if you like that nursing home sex, girl. But if you want to have a good time, you need somebody who has been through the ringer. That's all I'm saying.
You do, but you don't want to be compared to other people. And I guess that's for me, my personal thing is I don't want to know, because I don't want to ever feel like, oh, I never met the standards of number 15 or number 5 did this better than me.
No,
like,
that's an individual thing. No, that's what you go to therapy for, because that is we are in control of our own feelings. So if you feel some kind of way about something, then that's not that person's fault. Like, it's my feelings. So if you feel some kind of way about that, that's something that you gotta work on.
So would you personally be ready if you met the person that you felt was the man of your dreams? And he said, "What's?" And
he was a porn star.
Would you be personally ready to share your number?
I would, yeah, and I wouldn't give a fuck if he had sex with 1 million men, or if I had sex with none of your motherfucking business how many people I had sex with. But like, I would that would not bother me. Like, I could marry a porn star. You know what I mean? I don't want to, but if I met some man and he was the man of my dreams, and we had this amazing connection in time, and and then like jobs came up later on that like this is the first date, right? And like jobs came up, like, so what do you do? Like, if you just met each other sitting at a bar, he's like, well, really, I'm a porn star. And I've already established this connection with you. I'm not going to not get to know you because I don't agree with your career path. It'd be different if you were like, a part of the mafia or some shit. You know what I mean? But like, you know what I mean? But like, I mean, I'm not going, like, I'm not like that.
I don't believe the body count actually matters. Because if you see a lot of those people one time, that's you just figuring out what you like and what you don't like to have. But what hurts me is, like, let's say, I'll give you for example. I was dating this girl a while ago, probably more than 10 years ago. And she moved to Spain. Before she moved to Spain, her body was firm and tight. I'm talking about tight, everything. She came back from Spain 2 years later, 3 years later. Everything rinsed up, squeezed up, and dragged down. So whoever it is that she had there disrespected her body in a way that I wouldn't. That was only maybe 1 or 2 guys. Why would you let them do that to you?
Yeah.
Because I'll say, as a woman, a lot of times men make you feel like, oh, we're together, so it doesn't matter.
So rinse you up? Wash you up and then give you
know what that's like though? That's like relationship weight. And you can't and then you and then y'all break up and then you are fat on the couch somewhere, coochie flapping in the wind, and now you by yourself. It's not right. I agree with you. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
And I know her body count wasn't very high, but it's just what she had the other people doing to her that made her deteriorate so fast.
They ragdolled her. That's what they did.
That's what they did.
They ragdolled her. Yeah.
Job. Yo,
I'm just saying.
You know what time it is?
Jacobi Jones.
Sounds like a good time.
Jesus. I see how y'all really feel. God damn.
Body is important, though. I really don't. If anything, it's a personal issue. Like, I want to see how experienced you are. I want you to be pure, or I don't want you to be pure. It's a personal preference. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you please me. Just that one person. That's all I need to know. I don't know who you smash.
You know, I used to think that one penis would never be enough for me and that I shouldn't be in a relationship. For real. I really usually like, I'm never going to be in a relationship because one dick is not enough. Like, I just like all kinds of dick. And then I got
but I can agree with you there, Jacobi. Not dicks, but I can agree with you.
But yeah, like one set of titties is not enough because they come in all different shapes and sizes. Right. And then I got in a relationship and he was not the penis of my dreams, but I had so much of a feeling and love and connection for him. I learned like I care about you so much. That really ain't as important as I thought it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look. I could possibly get over you telling me your body count, but it's going to give me nightmares for a while.
So why would you ask?
I wouldn't ask. And I wouldn't want you to be like, hey, we need to share everything. No, we don't. No, we don't. You keep that shit to yourself.
Okay,
Don't tell me. I will never ask you. Don't ever, because I would hate to have to move out of the house for a couple of weeks.
So your opinion on knowing what body count is, you don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
So your stance is you don't want to know.
I don't think that's
what?
I said,
but what happens though? What happens when you out at dinner and you see some man looking at her and then you ask, who is that? And she said, you said you didn't want to know.
Listen, because you know what? because there's a time and place. You could just be like, oh, that's the guy I used to talk to. Right. That's all. Like you don't got.
But that's dishonest.
It's not. It's not dishonest.
Because she said that's somebody that I talked to.
Like I said, it's not. You're like, hey, you're not.
Their body parts used to talk. They probably.
Listen, okay. I'm not naive. I know that used to happen, but at least you're not saying, oh, that's number 60 on the list of 123. I don't want to know the number. It'll ruin me. It'll ruin us because I will forever look at you differently. I'm going to be honest with you.
Right.
That might be shitty, but I will forever look at you.
It all goes down to honesty. A lot of contempt. Nobody wants to marry a porn star or an ex-prostitute or nothing like that. But if you honest about it from the get-go, like I said on like that first date, it wouldn't like you could let it go.
See, no. See, I can't let it go. If I could let it go, then I would marry you. But why would I marry you if I knew that's some shit that I wouldn't be cool with? So I would never marry a porn star.
It depends on who it was. Let's say her ex-boyfriend was like R. Kelly. I don't want his leftovers. I don't want that guy's leftovers.
Exactly. But you know what?
Tell me if your ex-boyfriend was R. Kelly.
I will tell you, if Oprah came to me and said, hey, my body count's 800, I wouldn't give a shit.
You wouldn't care?
I would not care. I am slicing off a piece of that pie.
Like a mug, yo.
Like Jacobi said, I'm trying to find me a come up.
Okay, right? I knew we was on the same page somewhere.
Oprah looked like love to me. That looks like a lot of love. Looks like she could give me a lot of love.
That's money? That's what you said about?
It's love. I see behind the money. I see behind the mansions and the Learjets. And she has
so you're signing, what do you call that? A prenup. You're signing the prenup?
Yeah, fine, no problem. As long as I get all of the extra love that she has to give.
You get a debit card. As long as you get a debit card.
Listen, like Dave Chappelle said, I could walk in and watch Oprah getting railed out by a football team. I'm like, man, y'all hungry? I guess give me order some pizza or something. Like, I wouldn't even be mad.
No, that's traumatizing. She still has to treat me like her man in that relationship, even if she's cashing me out.
But no, you said the whole situation about like suppose you're out at dinner or whatever and you see someone looking at her. I still talk to all of my exes because I'm cool.
But see, that's honest though. Your partner knows that.
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't know if y'all saw how she kind of. Yeah.
I don't have a partner. That's why I had to pause. I was like,
that was why you rolled your eyes because you don't have a partner, even though he still lived there.
I was like, partner, I don't got to talk to nobody. But anyway, the point being is that I still talk to all my exes. If I got involved with anybody, I'm cool like that. They call me for advice. That's the type of person I am. You know, if you're talking to me, I'm loyal and I'm dealing with you right now. That's it. But I could still have a conversation.
How do I know that if you're still talking to?
That's lack of trust. I don't talk to.
That's trust. You have to trust.
But how do I know?
Trust somebody, you shouldn't be with them.
But how do I know? What is gonna make me like really know?
They have therapies. They have professionals to help you with that.
Yeah, they do. That's
you having trust issues.
Or you should never.
I think that's just the reality of human beings. They make mistakes.
Especially when they do, like dropping a bag of groceries, not fucking somebody. So you have to, a mistake is like, minor. But if you don't accidentally slip your dick into somebody. This is trust.
It happens. Stop acting like trust. It happens. Too much alcohol impairs your judgment.
Oh, now you're going to blame it on the girl.
You're a cheater, ain't you? You a cheater. It sounds like you got the story.
It happens to people.
Alcohol just allows you to have an excuse.
It's the truth serum. There you go. Thank you.
It's an excuse because if you want to do something with somebody, you want to do it with them, whether you're intoxicated or not. The alcohol just gives you a reason to say, judgment, we went out, I was drunk, I had a drink, it was just easy. No.
That sure knows make you drink.
Huh?
But that's an excuse. Because if you cheat on somebody when you're drunk, you wanted to do it anyway when you were sober.
Right. Of course you want to cheat on people. You're a human being. You feel the urges to be attracted to attractive people.
This is going really far.
That don't mean that you act on those attractions. You know what I mean?
Like, if you're sober, you're not gonna.
No, that's like rape. That's like rape. Like, just because you attracted to some woman because she's wearing some nice clothes or some revealing outfit, when you drunk and you can't self-control.
No, like, you got been a friend that you had for like 8 years, and then now you guys are in a compromising
situation. Care about somebody enough, and you know that if I do this
somewhere, it ain't no lights, it ain't no electricity.
I was with somebody.
Wine, you just.
You just said fine wine. Hold on, did you just say fine wine?
I said fine wine. The mood is set. It's accidentally set.
So, listen, hold on. I want everyone
accidentally set.
Yeah, but it was a blackout.
I bring
and you got
fine
candles.
Wine. Listen, if I bring fine wine to any type of meeting, somebody's getting fucked.
All right, let's not say fine wine.
Right, I have to agree with you.
Oh my God!
Wherever you are.
You can't. You
can make an excuse with Hennessy, but if you buy a $200 bottle of wine, this shit was extremely premeditated.
True.
What about a $10 bottle of wine?
Still premeditated.
You know where you going to get somebody drunk and smash? That's different.
As long as it's not fine wine. Fine wine is premeditated. Cheap wine, you picked up what was in the gas station on the way over.
It's not premeditated.
Huh?
All of it is
cheap wine, not premeditated either.
No, cheap wine, because cheap wine is, let's get a bottle of wine and just talk some shit. Fine wine is, I'm trying to impress somebody.
Or it could just be a person that you don't give that much of a fuck about, but they let you ragdoll them.
Exactly.
So I'm going to spend $10 and go have a good time.
All right, so look, since we're talking about trust, I'm going to segue into one final topic. It's going to be real quick. I want y'all to see the mistrust in this little girl's eyes. Like, let me just show it to y'all, man. All of her trust was gone at that point. Y'all need to see this. And this guy gets the most bitch-ass dad award, in my opinion.
Oh, is he going to scale the fence?
Right where she live at.
Oh, he's out of here. Is that her mama?
No.
She's screaming.
Is that the brat?
No.
Who is this? That's some random person?
That's a cute dog.
It is.
Hold
Hang on. Here's the other view of what happened.
He left the baby?
He sure
left her.
Wow.
He said
he left the baby?
He said go left like it's a football play. Okay.
Was the dog aggressive though? Was the dog aggressive?
No.
Just run out.
What's up?
Was the dog aggressive or because the dog?
No, the dog wasn't aggressive. It was standing next to the girl. It was playful. It wasn't aggressive at all. Yeah. But you remember when you had Ice? Ice would see it and it would charge at us and just jump all over us. But
I'm a dog guy.
Yeah, it was a pit bull.
But you know what that was?
My point is
that was childhood trauma on top of the hood of that car.
My point is, His bitch ass jumped on that car and left his daughter.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. It pissed me off.
All trust she had for that man is done with.
It is shocking, but that's childhood trauma. Like something happened to that man.
I understand that because I was chased by a dog.
And he just did it. All he thought of was survival, and he don't get clearly. Clearly.
I wouldn't leave my kids.
I don't care what
and clearly he doesn't deserve. Clearly,
I will murder
his
an
parents
entire
and
building
classes
to protect my kids.
Right.
I agree.
Have to protect your
I would
children.
murder people I like to protect my kids. I'm just being honest with you. Like
I agree.
That was some coward shit. I don't care what kind of trauma you had. That was some coward shit.
I'm gonna say this.
I agree.
I was chased by a dog, me and my brother, when I was younger. We both ran and jumped on the cars. My brother made sure I was good. I was good. We was both on the same car. However, as a parent, you should protect your children. Me, I am afraid of bugs. So if there's a bug, my children better run. I'm not going to leave them to die, but I might leave them. I might go back.
But I mean, I saw him saying, girl, get up, run around the other car. Run around the other car. Hurry up before he gets you.
Off the car.
All right, Dexter.
Hold that thought, Troy. Hey, hang on. Hold that thought for 1 second. Anyhow,
say what you said.
As you were saying?
Esther.
No, here's my view. He left his child on the ground. It could be childhood trauma all day. I understand that. I'm not afraid of bees, but I know someone who is. I get the point. The point is that is his seed, okay? You're supposed to protect your seed at all times. It's a child. Mm-hmm. Childhood trauma or not. If there's a gun in front of him with his child, would he stand in front of his child to protect it? Or he out be like, ooh, like what's going to happen?
He left her to be a part of her own rescue.
Yes, he did. But see, this is the thing.
He told her to go over there.
The whole gun thing, that's not what happened. What happened was it was a dog. And he had some kind of childhood trauma from that. But I honestly hate when my friends say this to me when I'm talking to them about stuff. But in this particular situation, I do truly believe that us three, well, I don't know about you in the corner.
Me.
I don't remember your name. But me and you, Esther, we don't have no children. So in all honesty, we could talk about what we would do, but we don't know what the fuck we would do because we don't have no kids.
Phoenix is my child. I swear I will kill somebody.
That's a pit bull, girl. He would fight himself.
Sweetheart. She likes to cuddle, okay? So seriously, if there was a gunman coming up through here, she does protect me. No funny. But if anybody kicks her, I'm massacring them. Okay, so
I get that.
Even friends that have children, those are my baby girls. I got my kids over there. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody looks the wrong way, something I'm protecting it. I'm not thinking about myself.
I get that. But I mean, maybe he was mad at his baby mama or something. You don't know. Like maybe they was having a rough patch, and he was just like, "I created another one."
Case of bitch ass.
I don't know, but I don't have any kids, so really, this is the thing to talk about not being a parent.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Devon, you were saying?
No, I'm saying he's a bitch ass nigga. That's a serious case of bitch assness. Like if you're folding from a dog. Imagine when some real shit go down.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, and as a man, as a father, you should. Yeah. Your thing is you protect your children.
Exactly. That's the male parent.
Your daughter looks at you. How she's going to look.
That's what people say all the time.
Right.
Not that that's the case.
I gotta give you all a for example. Like I have a very, very serious fear of water. Like I've drowned twice already. In pools where I was taking lessons.
Mm-hmm. I understand that.
I have a very, very serious fear of water that has never stopped me from taking my kids to do any adventurous water sports. As a matter of fact, it made me want to teach them how to swim way better than I swam. So I gave them more lessons. I took them to more pools. I took them to more cliffs and jumping boards to jump off of. And my daughter went to Miami with her uncle 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And for that whole summer, I had them in Averill Pool in the deep end swimming. For some reason, this guy had some alcohol. It was about 7 o'clock at night. He chose to take my child and his child into the ocean at, low tide? I think we all know what low tide is.
Yeah, I know.
When 1 minute you're standing on something and then the next second You're not standing on anything.
Mm-hmm.
2 Mexicans had to rescue my daughter.
Oh, wow.
They had to swim
You
out.
couldn't get...
Daddy, I was treading water for a half an hour, and then I had to scream for help. So
crazy.
It's like, it's a reason why I'm scared of it, but you still have to prepare your children for these things. Even pit bulls, you have a fear of dogs, do something to get over that fear.
Yeah.
And he should have, if anything, I completely agree. But I mean, if anything, I guess thinking about it, he should have like covered her to be like, eat me instead of eating her.
This wasn't fair.
Let me tell you what he accomplished.
But I mean, I'm trying to just give him like
Jacobi.
A benefit of the doubt.
I see what you're doing here.
I'm just trying to have understanding for the entire situation.
For that guy, bro.
I mean, clearly he must have some kind of love for his child, but clearly his fears are stronger than that love.
Let me tell you what he just did. He just ensured that from now, whenever his daughter looks at him, she's gonna be like, "You bitch ass nigga."
Right.
She's not. She's
next door.
I bet you his mama child support for the double once you take that video to court, man.
He's instilled some fear in her.
She lost all trust for that dude. Yeah. All of it.
Yeah.
She gonna bring a boy from home. I don't like him. I don't give a shit with you. Like, you left me for that dog, nigga.
Right.
Shut up.
Right.
That was such a
right.
You're gonna tell him go left, go over there.
Go over there.
Go over there.
She's gonna get a pit bull and back down her daddy.
I wonder what the lady in the situation in the video thought. I wonder what she was thinking, because she was really calm throughout this entire process.
Because it was her dog, and she knew that the dog wasn't gonna really do nothing.
No, but I wonder what she thought about him, because I'm gonna make the assumption either it was perhaps her man or her brother. Maybe
we should interview her. We should find her and interview her.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and ask y'all a question. If that was your boyfriend or your baby's father, would y'all be able to see past that and stay with them?
Nope.
No.
I wouldn't be able to see past it.
No, I wouldn't.
With
I wouldn't.
him, it would be very argumentative. I'll say
and I would get my child support doubled. I would not see past it. I would not. I would like, no, because I feel the same way. Like, I used to have a dog, right? And I was the same way about the protectiveness of that dog. I remember I went to the bathroom one day and I came out, and the dude that I was fucking, I walked out the bathroom and he had like jumped at my dog, and he didn't know I was going to come out and open the door, and I straight lost it. Like, motherfucker, like, I will kill you over this chihuahua. You know what I mean? Like, you don't play those games. You know what I mean? So I get it. If I had a kid, I am understanding. I try to understand everybody's perspective. That was all I was trying to do earlier. I'm just trying to understand everything. But I would not be able to fuck with him. They're like, you threw my baby to the wolves. Like, no.
Yeah, exactly. There's no understing.
I mean, I guess it depends on the situation. It would be argumentative, but yeah.
I don't care about that situation.
I would help him seek the help he needs for his childhood trauma.
Keep it moving, thank you.
But I would not be with him no more.
We try to understand people, but there's a lack of understanding for me without protecting that child. We're empaths all day, and I get it. I try to find childhood trauma. Good job, but no, you left a child on the floor.
I understand the trauma. I do get it, but the reality is fear is a helpful thing. You know, if you are scared, now you can be brave. If you're not scared of anything, you can't be brave. Yeah. So I understand him being scared, but more than that, he needs to show bravery in that situation, especially if your child is there. And I'm scared of a lot of stuff, but I tell you, God, I'm brave.
But you could die trying, just
I'm
like
brave.
your daughters.
Hell.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I've had a lot of like past experiences. Like, I grew up in the 80s in East New York, in Southside Jamaica, Queens. Gun play, dog play, police.
Queens is crazy.
Jesus Christ, I've been through the ringer, almost died in swimming pools. Imagine the trauma I've been through, you know, but you still have to be brave in those situations. You're right. Fight, flight, or freeze. And I'm not freezing and I'm not flighting.
I'm going to stand right there. Boom.
Yeah, I'm a scrapper.
I support this.
we ran a little late this time, but you know what? I'm keeping all of this. This was an amazing episode. I do thank everyone for showing up, and I definitely am going to have y'all all on here again real soon. This
was very much that. It was lovely. I enjoyed myself. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
And thank you for joining us.
Yes. Thank you thanks for everybody being here. Thanks for the conversation.
Okay. Thank you for coming, and we support you guys.
I'm going to keep my lock on my phone too. I'm going to keep my fingerprint and all of that.
That's fine. Definitely need your privacy. No funny. You need your privacy.
Yes, keep your phone locked.
Go ahead and make your body count your passcode.
And the laziness needs to stop.
Here's the thing. If you tell your body count is your passcode, right? And you start putting it in, you go in 6 digits deep. That's...
Hey, you can always go 6 digits deep with zeros, though. You know, I mean, 0012, 0000.
I'm a virgin. I don't know what y'all talking about.
And with that, we're gonna end this episode.
hold on, Dexter, I got one, right? I met this lady. She's about 60, but she looks really good for her age. You know what she told me she went and got done?
I already know what you're about to say.
Vaginal a vaginal, yes.
She went and got a vag tightener, bro. Mm-hmm. And she was bragging about it. She went and got mine snapped back. I didn't get no booties. I didn't get no titties.
Hold on, wait. So she went and got cosmetic surgery for a vaginal rejuvenation, right?
Yes.
What's wrong with that? If you could go get your dick bigger, would you do it?
No, I think I'm good with my size.
Well, I didn't say your dick is not on point. I'm just saying, that inch. Jones, if you could get extra.
Yes, I'm sorry. My speaker messed up. I couldn't hear for a second. I was fixing it. But I'm back. Y'all saw me looking like... it was because I was like, I don't hear shit. What's going on?
All right, so Javon was talking... Not Javon, excuse me. I'm sorry. Devon?
Yes.
Devon was saying that he knows a woman that's about 60-something years old. She looks good for her age, but she went and got her pussy tightened, a vaginal rejuvenation. Thank you. Thank you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She probably pushed out some children. So, Jones, if you wanted to have the choice to add some inches to your schlong, dong,
no, that's different. That's different. So, from what I've learned, anyway, from what I learned, vaginal rejuvenation is just like, cleaning up the lips,
tightening it up
a little bit.
They use a laser.
But I mean, that's just like anal bleaching, right? Like anal bleaching is like to keep it all pretty and.
No.
What she told me is that they took meat from someplace else. And then they put it in there to make it more like grippy.
That's what would have been my first question.
To make it full, to give it
my first question would have been,
they made it more grip.
I was like, can I see it? Like, I'm curious. Can I?
That's sure. You can come to New York. I will definitely introduce you to.
Well, I'm sure there's a healing process you have to go through so that you could be ragdolled again.
Yeah. But she was saying that's what she
ragdolled, Jacobi. I mean, I'm starting to pick up some hints here.
I know, right?
I'm a fan of a good old do-si-do. I'm not gonna lie.
Jobs.
This was fun.
You know, with that, we're gonna end this episode here. I promise you can have all this move back again. Hey, for those of y'all listening, for those of you watching, we're gonna have the links and ways to contact these individuals below. Okay, come check us out. Have a good one. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.